Hello, how are you?
Good. I'm in Miami.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos. Also, it's weird because I haven't seen you in live yet, so we need a live meetup.
Well, this is live. Where were you, by the way?
I was on the West Coast. I
Okay,
was on
you're
the West
West Coast.
Coast. Now
How
I'm
was
here.
the West Coast?
Meh. You know what I
No.
mean?
I mean,
Not
I
for me.
I know exactly what you mean.
Not
It's
for
I
me.
left.
It's sad. Sorry, guys. I know
Yeah,
everyone loves
David Nas, come back. We miss you, Ricky. We're waiting for you.
come back. It's cute. I went to Melrose. It was kind of quiet.
Where'd you go? Tell us what you did.
I did a quick pit stop because I wanted to check out. Apparently, I was reading about the row and their
No,
design.
no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? What are we talking about again? The row?
The row, which I know you said, or I was talking about the row, but I did want to see the store
Amazing,
because it
right?
has different designs, like in different cities, which I didn't realize. I thought that
Did you
was
go
really
swimming?
cool. I know. And they were like, do not, the minute you walk in, they're like, no pictures. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, no pictures in a
we get
store.
it.
Let me tell you something, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. If I'm gonna pay $8,000 for a
I
linen
want to
apron,
take a picture.
I'm gonna take a picture.
I think what they really don't want is probably just pictures of the artwork, which that I can understand. That's what I was told. In the New
If,
York one, they
right,
tell you
so
no
if you're allowed to take pictures at the Met and the MoMA, you should be able to take
pictures.
pictures at the Rose store. Okay, I'm just saying. You know
Not wrong. Can we just talk about this for a second?
what? Please, let's talk
Well,
about.
I just want to talk about this was created for me by Jason Salstein,
Thank you.
and I just love it. It totally brought together this whole area.
Yeah, it's custom window voyeuristic.
I'll show the whole thing, but then that
Well,
move.
I'll put some B-roll in.
Okay, yeah.
It's an Hermes window, pen and ink drawing of the store. I put Liz in the windows shopping at
Which is
Hermes with,
is it what? Saint
yeah,
Honore?
Saint
So
Honore, the flagship.
yeah.
And in one window is Jane Birkin, and in another window is Grace Kelly.
And in another window is Liz
Yeah.
Cohen.
Three's Company.
Yeah,
I
love it.
joined that group.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just love it. It's
What do you
three-dimensional.
think Jane would think of her $10 million Birkin that sold recently?
Oh my God. Would she be into Labubus? She probably would because she had all of the stuff on the Birkin, but
Really? I don't know. Labubu seems so trendy, and she seems more of a trendsetter. It's two
maybe
things. So
what?
your dress matches the awning.
Oh yeah.
And our guest played for University of Miami, which is the colors green and orange.
Oh, we're so
Canes, go Canes!
I've never been to a game. Like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, baseball players are hot, especially baseball players.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Go Canes! Whoa, Daddy-o! Yeah, Daddy-o.
Miami vibe,
Yeah, it really is.
wearing it in New York.
It's an old school Jubilee band.
Yeah, this is old school. I love it.
Vintage.
Vintage. Love
Where'd you
it.
get that bad boy?
Um, a gentleman called Victor Cohen.
Oh, your pops handed it
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, so the story behind it was he gave it to me for an interview and I got the job and then he's
Because
like,
of the watch,
"Get it."
everyone.
Yeah.
The power of the watch.
Power of the watch. You know what it is? You can't walk the same way here. I think that's why I'm off. I told you last night, tried to go walking. It was maybe 107 degrees out. It was so hot.
We're gonna get right into it.
And a one, two, three.
Schmear, Shabbat, Habanette Incorporated. We're gonna do it. All right. Thanks, Andrew, for joining. Welcome back to Hustle and Schmear. I'm Jason Salstein.
Let's go in.
Today we sit down with the true Miami original, Andrew Lane. Born and raised in the 305, Andrew was a left-handed relief pitcher for the University of Miami Hurricanes before trading in the glove for a calculator.
These days, he's a certified CPA, a father of five. Whoa. And spends his weekends announcing college baseball games on the radio because once you're in the game, you're never really out.
We talk baseball, fatherhood, and what it's like to juggle 5 kids without dropping the ball, literally and figuratively.
From fastballs to filing season, whether it's Game 7 or April 15th, Andrew Lane shows up ready to pitch.
Please welcome my good friend, Andrew Lane. Welcome to Hustle Schmear, Andrew.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm happy to be here.
We're so excited to have you.
Yeah, Liz really has no idea why you're here, and I'm just telling her there's a lot to talk about.
People don't know.
I'm into it. I want to learn.
Okay.
But, okay, so you guys know each other from school or from somewhere, but I want to know a little bit about it. Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in Miami. One of the few that don't speak Spanish down here. Never left. Went to high school at Killian High School in Kendall and played baseball there. Went to the University of Miami. Once University of Miami came for the baseball side, I knew I wasn't leaving. I'll take a step back. So I'm a product of two artists. My mom went to University of Miami for art, studio art. My dad went to University of Miami for jazz music.
Oh, wow.
My mom's originally from Ohio and had some friends that were coming down to the University of Miami that were musicians, and came down and met my dad here, who was going to music school. They both were attending University of Miami. I don't think they went to many classes, but they actually were enrolled. My dad...
This the 70s? Or?
This is the 70s, suntan U, wasn't a lot of school going on. My dad, his mom worked for Billboard Magazine and Criteria Recording Studios. He was a music guy.
Okay.
Mom, truly an artist. They stayed down here.
You?
Yeah, it's me and my sister. And funny enough, even though I did art growing up and so did my sister, they pushed us to get real jobs and go find ourselves in something else. Okay. We both ended up as athletes. She played college softball. I played college baseball. And now she's a nurse practitioner for Baptist and Miami Cancer Institute. And I ended up in the accounting finance field. So
okay. Which is a very far departure from jazz musician.
Yeah. No, and really the only reason I went into accounting was I had no idea what I was going to study. I knew I wanted to go to school to play baseball. That was my main goal. But my dad sent me an article and it was the top salaries coming out of school. And he's like, why don't you just go into accounting? I had growing up in a Jewish community, some baseball players, friends, their dads were accountants and they had good lives and steady income. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. I understand it. And that's how I ended up really getting into the accounting.
Wait, are you of the tribe or you're tribe adjacent?
No, I'm not of the tribe.
Tribe adjacent.
No.
But you're like, all right, all my Jewish friends, they seem to be doing all right.
Yeah.
And accountants, you're going to go into it. Okay.
Exactly.
Honestly, smart move.
So you're playing at Killian. When did you realize that you had a real shot at playing college ball? What was high school ball like? Were you disciplined? Were you partying? I saw you at parties here and there, but we didn't really get to know each other till college.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't ever really, and I tell people this a lot, I wasn't the best player. I'm also 5'7" on a good day, 5'8". I'm not a tall guy.
Shout out to the Vertically Challenged Club. Vertically Challenged Club, where we're probably not vertically challenged elsewhere.
Okay. Calm down.
I had a few of those comments today.
Podcast goes the direction sometimes. Buckle your seatbelt.
But for baseball, you don't have to be tall for baseball.
Well, I'm a left-handed pitcher. Most of us are tall. I was definitely by far the shortest on the University of Miami team.
Was Nolan Ryan left-handed?
No.
Okay, well then, is there a baseball player that you can say was left-handed that was your idol?
Yeah, there were guys like Billy Wagner's the one that sticks out. Don Mattingly, these are left-handed guys, but Mattingly was my first love. That's what got me into baseball. He was a lefty first baseman, obviously with the Yankees. And I wasn't the best, but I was a hard worker. I busted my butt and I wanted to play and loved the game. I wanted to be out there, loved being a part of it. It probably wasn't until my junior year of high school that things started to click for me as a pitcher. Started to see some more playing time. And my senior year, I really stepped up. A lot of guys are recruited sophomore, junior year. But my senior year, things started to click. I was second team all day down here for Dade County baseball is really, it's impressive. A lot of guys come out of here.
Shout out David Espinoza. Shout out Figueroa twins.
Yeah, I mean, you could keep going and
John Jay.
Exactly. There's lists that you could go through with a lot of them. And my dad had run into the baseball coaches. They had told him, hey, we're interested. And that was it. It's always where I wanted to go. Obviously, my parents going there, they were in the World Series every year for college. It wasn't a question for me to want to go there. So
So they come recruit you. You get the big envelope that lets you know you're in, however it happened.
I was a smarter kid. I wasn't all baseball, but school was something that just kind of came.
Don't worry, we know you're not in the MLB. You're here for different reasons.
Exactly. I hate saying this. School came easy for me. It wasn't something I struggled with. It wasn't something I had to focus on. I wasn't a huge partier, but I was also out. I had good friends. We were always out. We were always having a good time.
Baseball guys and the football guys, you guys were out and about.
Yeah, definitely. We were the popular ones.
Were you on the grassy knoll, or were you part of that cool kid crowd too, Liz?
Me, I had different friends in different groups, and I had to like hop around.
And that's how I was. Coming from Southwood Middle School, an art magnet school, I went there for art and photography. So I had friends in different groups. You know, I had those theater junkies from Southwood that went on to Broadway, went to New World, did the whole thing. But then I had my sports background and did that, and I was like you.
I think that's such a testament to your parents and also to artist communities who really let their kids explore and are open-minded, and you become friends with different groups because you're not in that, oh, I only need to be friends with jocks or similar like-minded people.
No, you're totally right, because a lot of the times I would feel this happens a lot when your dad was really into a sport and almost living vicariously through their kids. And your dad was in a totally different atmosphere. So
exactly.
It's just,
and so I have a son of my own. You mentioned I've got 5 kids, and I know we'll talk about that as we go, but I have one boy, and he is very good at baseball, but my dad is gung-ho on don't make it all about baseball. You've got to let him find himself. He likes it. He loves it. But it is something that is in the back of my head at all times. It's not your life anymore. Like you done yours. Like let him do his own thing.
So you're in college. I want to know, what was your favorite moment on the field? Was there a memory where you're like, oh my God, I'm a superstar and this is it? Or,
I don't know if moments of a superstar. I don't think I had those moments. But I think my favorite moment, while I was at UM, we got to go to the World Series 3 times. And that's the top 8 teams in the country every year. So that's unheard of to go 3 times, which was really cool. I'd say 2 moments that stick out. My freshman year, we went to the World Series, and I pitched in the first game, and it was 26,000 people against Texas. That was cool because I think that was the first moment I had people that I hadn't talked to in probably years reach out to me and be like, hey, I saw you on ESPN last night. That was a cool moment. And then my senior year, we weren't as good, and we were battling through playoffs to get to the World Series, and I pitched my longest game. I was a relief pitcher. I wasn't known for going very long in games. Pitched 4 innings in a championship game against Mississippi State to win. And that was a big moment because I was the captain of the team, and like we weren't expected to go anywhere. And
how many hits did you allow?
None in those 4 innings. Yeah, that was a big.
See, I could talk about sports.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, getting to 3 World Series obviously takes a lot of hard work. Can you talk a little bit about your college experience, about being a player and a student? Was it working out in the morning, going to study hall? Did you guys have a lighter schedule and then rigorous afternoons? What was it like?
It's tough. You look back now and it's like, how did I do it? You had workouts 4 days a week at 5 a.m. That's in the off season.
David Lip.
Yeah, so you're there at the gym at 5 a.m. You finish your workout. You probably start classes around 9 a.m. Till 11. All the classes needed to be in the morning or at night. Then you had practice from 1 p.m. after lunch, go till about 6:37. And then you've got study hall as a freshman.
That's a long
till 8. It's a long day. That's the off season. You only have to do study hall if you're under a certain GPA. And I don't remember what it was, but that's your goal. So you can kind of go out. And then you factor in, you're still a college student. You're in Miami and you have access. Like,
hello, ladies. Hello, ladies.
You don't.
And gentlemen, whoever was out there that was closeted, we hear you. We see you.
I want to get into that.
Hold on real quick. For the old Miami, where was Andrew Lane going? Are you at Barracuda, the tavern? Were you at Opium on the beach? Or am I seeing you at the Titanic having some beer?
No, we really never went to Titanic because it was too close to the field. You never wanted to be trashed or anything that close. Thursday nights were the Grove. We were at Sandbar, Rolling Tomatoes. Those were really our spots because Tavern in the Grove was really a frat spot. And obviously, it was oil and water a lot of times with the frat. I mean, it's just you're battling for the same girls. It's not.
I would take baseball over.
It's all this machismo, alpha energy.
We had a lot of. I'm not.
Going for the baseball player,
We
aren't you?
mixed, but the tavern was like the frat spot. We went to Sandbar. We did our thing. We weren't recognized, but we hung out with the football team a lot of times because we knew them and they knew us from.
We love Andrew Lane, but he was no Sean Taylor, right? No,
Yeah, that's 100%. Like, we didn't get the amount of access they probably did.
Okay, that's probably the best place to be. You can kind of like fly under the radar, but you still have some perks.
How did being a Miami Hurricane shape you on and off the field? And when did you realize that maybe baseball was going to end during this time?
How did it shape me? I'll start there. Obviously, you're at a program where every day is a battle to make the field. You're battling against the top players in the country every single day. So yes, you're brothers, but you're also trying to get playing time because everyone there, their goal is to get to the major leagues. So you've got to think about yourself at some point too.
Was that your goal?
Listen, I had the same goal that anyone that steps on a baseball field at that level is like make the major leagues. I think there was a naive attitude probably for me. I didn't see my size and think of it as a problem or anything. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make it. As I started to progress through college, even though I had an amazing college career, you start to see that there's some players that are, wow, those guys are really good. Like playing with guys like John Jay, you mentioned him earlier, Ryan Braun, Chris Perez, and the list goes down. You start to see, wow, these guys are good.
Like another level.
Yeah.
Is it the physicality? Is it just genetics sometimes? Like how they're, or
It's
is
just,
it all?
I mean, like some people are
People
just
are out there
built
busting-
and naturally gifted in baseball. You know, no matter how hard you work versus how hard they work, they keep going up and you kind of stay where you. So I think that was one thing that led to my development was I knew I had to work 1,000 times harder than the guy that was 6'1", that it came naturally to him.
So you were self-aware of your abilities, right? You weren't living in some delusional.
No, I think the naive attitude was more like looking back, I should have never played at University of Miami. My skill set, my size, I didn't throw hard. I was a middle of the road guy, but I had this uber confidence about myself. When I told people I'm going to UM, I'm sure there were tons of people that were like, why? You're not going to make the team. Go have fun in college somewhere. Go do your thing at a smaller school. But what I told my parents was, if I can't play for the best, I don't know if I want to play anymore. Let me see if I can do it. If I can't do it, then I'll figure it out after the fact. But like really in my head, it was, I'm going to make this team. So when we showed up,
I mean, did you go back and you're like, how do you like them apples? Like
now, as you get older, I'm going to be 41 on Friday. You start to really think.
Happy almost birthday.
Thank you. You start to really think about it and you're like, wow, I did that. And I spend a lot of time there, obviously. And I see these guys that walk around. They're like huge people. And I'm sure they look at me and I get introduced to them and they're like, oh yeah, he played here. And they're probably like looking at like, what did he do here? You know? And that makes me smile inside because it's like, screw yourself. You know, I did it.
Was there a coach or a teammate who really impacted your path while you were playing that motivated you?
There was definitely a few coaches. The first guy that gave me a shot, Laser Coyasso, who was the pitching coach at UM. A lot of coaches were not giving me shots. I wasn't talked about much. He liked my mentality, liked my drive, and he gave me that shot. So for sure him, I didn't have him that long. There was a moment, I mean, JD Arteaga, who was the pitching coach my whole career, is now the head coach at the University of Miami, was like a big brother to me. But there was one coach in particular, Gino DeMari, who was Mr. Miami Baseball, played at Westminster and all that, became the head coach. There was one moment at a practice, my freshman year, he walked up to me and said, you got to be a dick. You can't let people tell you what to do. And something clicked in me where I really became a dick on the field. I had a certain...
Your Sasha Fierce moment.
Yeah, like it was...
Dad always taught, like, you got to be a motherfucker. Sometimes
I had that moment at Gulliver at a PE where we were playing football, and I remember Fernando Barzana was running, and I was blocking him, and I just fucking blocked the fuck out of Franco Gonzalez. And after that, everyone was like, yeah. But that established that I was...
Got to do it.
Jason Salstein in the hallway is different than Jason Salstein on the field.
And that was the big thing. It took some time. You learn there's two different sides to you. You could still be a good person. You still be respectable and be a nice guy. But when I stepped foot on that field, I put those cleats on, it was a different mentality. I was going to take no prisoners. I was going to go after you and I was going to make things happen. And so that moment has shaped my business world also.
Ooh, okay, I want to get into that. All right, you didn't make to MLB. I mean, a lot of guys don't even make it to where you got, but then when did you know, okay, accounting was
I didn't I didn't get drafted, but I did play 2 years of professional baseball independently in Pensacola and Port Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I
Kind of like how Howard Salstein went to the minor leagues and then, he didn't make it.
Was this the minor? Like, what were
the
they?
minor leagues. So yeah, you can either get drafted and you get drafted into an organization, work your way up, or there's independent baseball, which is professional baseball. You still get paid and the whole deal.
What's the salary of an independent baseball player? Just so I know if I want to start dating one.
I was making $800 a month back then.
Yeah, okay, next.
That's I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So what happened was I was in my second year of pro ball and I got hurt. I tore my ulnar collateral ligament, which is in my elbow. So you can see it basically is a huge scar.
He's showing off the guns. That's what that was about.
Bang, bang.
The dad bod. The dad bod.
UM tattoo.
So I get hurt my second year. I'm still traveling with the team because at that point it's workers' comp, right? So they're paying for it. I'm still traveling with the team. And speaking of tattoos, I start drawing tattoos. I have a big one on my side that I did, which is a Bob Marley quote, which says, "Open your eyes and look within. Are you satisfied with the life you're living?" And at that point, I have the surgery. I'm back home and they tell me it's an 18-month recovery. At that time, I had worked my summers, I guess off seasons, as a public accountant. I was just like getting some experience, but still really trying to.
Because you were good at math, right?
Yeah, I was good at math. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was still really trying to do the baseball.
Not so much here, but when we make it big and get those millions, we know where we're giving our money to.
So you started counting. I want to hear how you brought your tenacity and your discipline from baseball to this new phase.
I get hurt. I get my CPA while I'm rehabbing, and I decide I'm gonna go.
You get your CPA license while you're rehabbing?
Yeah, I mean, like it's 18 months.
Yeah, sure. Let's just get our CPA license while we're rehabbing.
I finish and I decide at that point I realized that the major leagues are probably not going to happen. So I signed with an Italian team because they have an Italian baseball team out there.
Andiamo.
Ciao bello.
So I was gonna go work in Verona playing baseball. And then the financial crisis hits in 2008. This is 2008. So they stopped taking foreign players because they have to pay them a higher salary. So I say at that point, I retired. All right, I'm done.
What was that like? Were you devastated or were you like,
I mean, I guess I had really retired in my head already. I had a good career. I got my paycheck for playing baseball. I was happy. I was good.
You didn't have a void missing. You had a fulfillment.
No, I was good. I was happy with it. So I started working, got a job with a former booster at UM. Well, he's still a booster at UM. He owned a municipal bond brokerage in Boca. And so
no idea what that is, but okay.
I know that.
It's investments.
Bonds, yeah.
So I went and worked with him, and I quickly realized that yes, school was easy, but business is not easy.
It's a totally different skill set.
Yeah, and I found myself in over my head a lot of times. But you asked about where the tenacity was. I've never liked in anything I've done being mediocre or second best. So it was quickly, you got to figure this out. It was go after it and do it. And then as my career has progressed, it's really been a fake it till you make it kind of thing. I have a lot of connections and I've been offered jobs, and it seems like it's always a job that's maybe a step up. My wife will sit there and be like, "Do you even know what to do?" And I'm like, "Nope, but I'm going to figure it out."
Moment though, because I think this is where men and women, a lot of the times they say we differ, right? We see a job description, we need to have 80% of the things or 100%, and you all are like, oh, I could do one of the 7 things listed on here, let's go. Do you think it's really the confidence?
I think it's trusting. Like I'm reading a book now called Mindset. It talks about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. And I've realized that I've always had that growth mindset because I focus on the effort. I know no one's going to outwork me. So the end product will work itself out, but I know that I can work harder than anyone out there.
Okay, everybody work hard. You know what I mean? It can't just come to you.
And also people just rely, like they focus so much on the results. Like, oh, I didn't do this, so like I'm a failure. Where it's like, no, like, did you put in the effort? Like, did you actually try to do it? And I
No,
think
that's a really
that's
good
what
point.
I've been good at. Accounting wise, I'm on the corporate finance side. Right now, I'm the EVP of finance for a logistics and warehouse company. And we're a leadership company. We're nationwide. It's a $65 million company. My focus is really on where our growth is and spending on things that's going to return an investment. So if you factor that into the personal side, what's going to give you the ROI? Just being happy for that moment.
What happens, Andrew, when you get joy from everything? That's where I'm like, it's bringing me joy. Like, how do you prioritize the joy?
I think it's what brings joy longer. It's really finding the things that bring the longevity of joy, I guess.
Okay, I like
What
that.
brings you joy?
Right now, it's my family. I live down in Palmetto Bay, which is South Miami. I like to provide for them. Like, I want my kids to have the nice things. I want to have the house that everybody wants to go to. Like, that's my thing now.
I love that. That's cute. Well, I'm curious because you started after the 2008 financial crisis. What's changed the most in the world of accounting since you started your career? What have you seen?
I think the biggest thing is the private equity market in terms of buying up smaller companies, the growth model for them. I've seen it in every industry. So I've been in various industries. I started in finance services, which is the municipal bonds, then went into consumer products with a nutrition company, a startup, and then went into construction, now logistics and warehousing. It's bigger companies buying the smaller ones that are successful, locking them in, and then kind of that growth model. So I think that's been the biggest.
Because a lot of times, like M&A, when you're buying up these smaller companies, there's a culture to that smaller company that's hard to keep with the conglomerate or with the bigger parent company.
And I think they're all failing at that portion of it.
Yeah.
Like
And it's the hardest thing to get, the culture part.
My last company, I was with a construction company down here in Miami. We got bought by a multinational construction management company, and it was quickly apparent that the culture was not the same, and it wasn't going to be the same. I was lucky enough to get out after the integration.
You're married with 5 kids. Is there any money habits or lessons you're trying to pass down, teach them young?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Trying to teach them that you can't just have everything right away, and we can't just buy everything. Difficult.
Okay. Common misconception people have about accounting. What's the biggest mistake that you're seeing? Whether it's with the company, whether it's with an individual, it sounds like you've worked with both.
Are people overspending or are they not investing enough?
No, I think people overspend. And this is something I've learned recently. Everyone relies on the typical investments for retirement, 1K, IRA, all these different things. And that works for a lot of people. And that's why they're successful. That's why people put things in. But just recently, the CEO of our company, he's really made me understand that there's alternate investments out there that for some people might be better for retirement. My goal now is like to, find companies that I can invest in or find things that, not the standard 401k, not the standard IRA. And I know that's not for everybody. If
No, everybody, we're not giving any financial advice.
No financial advice.
Exactly.
But this could also be additive to your 401k.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, you just got to find what works for you. But I think as much as it's talked about the generations that we come from and the younger generations, where I think we're light years ahead of where our parents were in understanding money.
Even still though, in school, I don't think we really learned how to truly budget. That wasn't a part of the curriculum, and I feel like we should. That's so vital to life.
I mean, just
anything.
anything.
And you got thrown into it later in life. Would make it too late.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a parent like you, Andrew, who's teaching those things earlier on, it's hard to learn that later, or it's too late, or you get to college and you put everything on a credit card and you're like, oh, what's this interest? It's like you learn on the go, but it would be nice for that to be part of our curriculum earlier on.
I agree 100% on that.
Yeah.
All right. So if you weren't a CPA or doing accounting, what job would you be doing that wouldn't include baseball? Because then we're going to get into your
and we want to get into
hustle. Yeah.
Hey.
Man, so Jason, you touched on it. We were going to do a hat company together. I've had a clothing line before. I always loved the fashion industry as far as streetwear. It was something I was into as a young kid and just really enjoyed. This hat I actually designed, like the Daddy Daycare brand. So that was something like, I don't sell these or anything like that, but like it's.
I'm going to need one of those. Okay.
I know. I was going to say I'm
the president.
So like,
just keep it moving. Keep
I
it moving.
think that would be a dream job for me, running some sort of streetwear brand.
Well, maybe that could be your next, like through accounting, right? Like that's kind of how you get in there.
Any industry needs accounting, so you can really find an industry you enjoy.
Exactly.
So you got back to the dugout for the University of Miami, right? You're on the TV stations, you're broadcasting. How did that come about? What's it like? That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's a crazy story. It's typical Miami or typical New York, really. It's like who you know, right?
And who knows you,
right?
And who knows you.
So leaving the University of Miami in 2006, I told the media department, I said, "Man, that'd be cool if you guys ever need someone. I'd love to do it. Like, that'd be fun." Fast forward COVID 2020, I'm sitting in my office at the construction company, and I get a text from the media department at UM, and it says, "Hey, are you still interested in doing TV games?" And I said,
"From how long ago was this? This is
14
crazy."
years.
Oh my God.
And I, people stay there for a long time, so I guess, well, they were in a pinch. So I get the text. And a former teammate of mine who was doing it, he played in the major leagues. He got COVID.
Oh wow.
So he couldn't walk into the building. So
okay, sorry for him, but opportunity for you.
So they text me and they're like, "Hey, are you still interested?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." Me thinking they're talking about maybe a game during the weekend or something like that. He's like, "You have an hour to get here." And so I'm in North Miami. What do I do? I say, "Yeah, I'll be there." It's one of those things I talk about, fake it till you make it. I was like,
Wait, so you're going from North Miami to Marklight Stadium in an hour,
which is a 35-minute drive. I've got an hour to get there.
Oh my God.
I leave my office. I go to the CEO's office, but he's on a meeting. So I can't get to him. I'm like, "Hey, call me. Like, I got to get out of here." He's not getting off his meeting. So what do? Screw this. I'm going to leave. So I text him.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I text him. That's a slow day anyways.
You recognized how big this opportunity was in the moment?
For me, this is going to be fun. I get to do the broadcast. And I text him. It wasn't until like an hour later. He probably got off his meeting, read the text. I'm gone from work. But he was... praise him, like he was really cool about it. He's like, "Absolutely, like awesome." So that year was 2020. I did that one game. That was it. That was the one game I got, and I was kind of like, whatever. That was fun.
During the moment that you're doing the game and you're announcing it, did you feel like, "Oh my God, I'm back on the field"? Was it energizing?
No.
Did you want it
only because it was during COVID. So the interesting thing was we weren't even at the field. We were watching it on TV also.
But were you announcing it with someone else? Or
yeah,
was it
so I do color commentary, which is the baseball person. And then there's the play-by-play guy. So I was doing the color. And then the next year, I thought maybe it was a one and done thing. When the schedule came out, they gave me 4 games, then 8, and then now I get to do a bunch of games.
So what's it like now? How are you juggling your daytime?
Both games are at night or on the weekend. The juggling is really with being a parent and my wife having to watch the 5 kids while I'm doing a 4-hour baseball.
Shout out to your wife for allowing your dreams as well.
No, I mean, I couldn't do anything without Alexis. Like, I couldn't, absolutely, like, nothing.
Say it again, Andrew, so she could hear it.
We'll absolutely nothing. Like, it's what she...
Louder for the cheap seats in the back.
Okay, that's awesome that you guys are a team. What I think is so cool about this, though, is when we get older and you have a lot of responsibilities, you have a lot, right? How do you keep the passion and something that really is interesting to you in your life? And I think a lot of people can lose that sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's finding different things to do and realizing there's different facets of the industry you want to be in. I mean, you can find a way to be in the industry you want to be in.
What an amazing experience that you get to have continuing your baseball passion while exploring something different. That's just like unbelievable that, you get to do that and you don't have to worry about pulling a hamstring.
Right.
There's a lot of games in baseball is what I realized. How many games are you announcing now?
So college is a little bit different. It's not as long, but there's about 50 games and I only do the home games for Miami. And then I split it. I'll probably do 15 a year. That's not a huge amount.
And you're broadcasting where? At Marklight, behind home plate, up in the box?
Yep.
What do you...
Yep. So I'm up there. The games get broadcast on, the regional, on ESPN Plus, the app. So, it's on ESPN.
Big time, Andrew.
So that's cool. That's very cool.
All right, I got to watch baseball.
So last question about your career, where you're going with it. What is success to you and where do you see Andrew Lane in the next 3 years?
I really like the company I'm with. The CEO, Roger Casada, he's been a family friend of my wife's family for a long time. He's built something fantastic. You get with like-minded people that really have a goal in mind, and I like working for people that are like that. Success for me is continuing to grow this company. We're a $60 million, $65 million company right now. Our goal, and it's big, is to be double that size in the next 2 years. So
Okay.
it's continuing that. I have really found a passion for the strategy of business. I think now that I'm finally out of the day-to-day accounting and I oversee a department of 10, so that's been fun, and I want to continue that.
Love that. Okay.
Like that.
Are we ready,
Now
Jason?
it's time for Schmooze Fest.
Okay, so this is just quick, fun, rapid fire questions to get to know you better. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite Miami bar to watch a game? I feel like this is a hard one.
I'm gonna go with Monty's. It's a classic. It's
Which one, by the way? Yeah,
Grove,
which one?
The Grove.
Grove. Monty's in the Grove. Okay, I gotta go check it out. Okay, what's your go-to drink? You're at the stadium. What's your go-to drink or snack?
I'm just going classic beer, like a Modelo or something like that.
Okay, good. What's more stressful, financial statement deadlines or getting 5 kids out the door?
5 kids, no question. There's not even a question in my mind.
Is it like herding cats? It's like one's ready, the other one's running.
It's
And
tough.
what's your favorite sports team besides the Canes? Or
No, I mean, it's really just the Canes. I mean, I love college sports. I watch pro sports and I've got teams that I enjoy, but there's not a love or a passion.
last book you actually finished cover to cover, Kids Bedtime Stories Don't Count.
I try not to read those cover to cover. Hopefully they fall asleep before it happens.
Yeah.
I think the last one, I'm looking at my nightstand because the last one I really read cover to cover was probably Good to Great. So my CEO is big into personal development. He's really got me back into reading.
But I like that. It's important.
I mean, it's a good one. Mindset is the one I'm reading right now, and that one, it's fantastic. I think I've always had the growth mindset, but it's actually making me try to instill the growth mindset in my kids already. That's been the big focus right now.
I love that. Okay. What's the one product you swear by?
Vans.
Oh, so you're like a skater boy at heart?
I mean, growing up, I was more into BMX and bicycles, but
Okay.
I've
I
worn
can see that
Vans since I was.
So you also got into fishing and surfing as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, my clothing brand was Boat, best of all time. I was always big on boating. I liked being out there. All my friends and our friends are fishermen, but it wasn't my thing.
Shout out Mesa and John McLean. Yeah.
Okay, this is an important one for me. What's your best walkout song? What's your go-to?
So my walkout song during college was actually the Michael Myers theme song from Halloween. My dad hated it. He thought it was stupid, but I loved it. I love the fact that it was the silent killer that was standing there, and it's got that scary feeling to It was that was my thing.
No scary. Jason's scary sometimes.
I do not watch those films.
Okay, we're getting to know our voices on here. Do you actually practice your voice or does it kick in the moment you're in there?
No, I don't. This is just
It comes
this is my
naturally.
go-to.
All
So there's
right.
no lemon water before or
There's
humidifier.
a lot of coffee.
Baby. No, you're not going into that. Okay. What's your guilty pleasure when the house is finally quiet and everyone's asleep?
It's usually popcorn in bed with Alexis and the kids are asleep, and that's it.
Okay, that's fine. We like
What kind of
popcorn.
popcorn?
Don't
It's a
be
healthy
careful.
one. It's just like salted, like,
Lesser evil.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's having that lesser evil, non-GMO.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Your dream batter to pitch to or your dream player to announce for, dead or alive?
All right. So my dream batter would be Don Mattingly. I would love to face him. I think that'd be cool. My dream player to announce for would be my son.
Andrew, you're just killing
That
me.
hits the right? Yeah.
If
There
I
it
get
is.
to announce for him at UM, that would be a dream come true.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I would love to. We're going to check back in. No pressure though. Okay.
No pressure.
And if he
Yes.
wants to be an electric engineer, good for him too, right?
Exactly.
Honestly, with the way the world is going, probably the best bet.
It is.
Okay, Jason.
All right, Andrew, it's time for this and that. I think you're ready for a quick this or that. Sandbar or Barracuda?
Sandbar.
Playground or Marklight Stadium?
Marklight Stadium. Best playground around.
Yeah.
Ocho or Coral Gables?
Coral Gables.
Sunrise on the water or sunset with the drink?
Oof. I'll say sunset with a drink.
Radio or TV?
TV.
Baseball cap or Oakley shades?
Baseball cap.
I mean, he's rocking it right now.
Marlins Park or Orange Bowl nostalgia?
Orange Bowl nostalgia for sure.
Flip-flops or boat shoes?
Boat shoes. But
Let's
Vans.
show.
I probably would wear Vans, honestly.
You're wearing Vans on the boat?
Always.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
checkered ones?
Right now, I have slip-ons.
Okay, Vans, do you hear that? He's announcing on
Let's
ESPN.
do a quick shoe
Is
cam.
that a sponsor? Oh, those are
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Oh,
Oh, some visuals we
I
love.
like it.
All right. Lechon or stone crabs?
Ooh, that's a good one. I might have to go lechon, which people probably are going to get upset about that, but
I don't know. It's Miami. You probably have some people that would love that and some people that
Yeah.
wouldn't. Classic UM or modern day UM?
classic.
All right. Friday night lights or Sunday boat day fun day?
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, good answer. Now we're moving on to Nosh of the Day, where we talk about recent favorite restaurants or recipes or places where you're like, that didn't really live up to it. I'm going to go first. Okay. I'm in Miami. I was just in New York. I went to Jeffrey's Grocery in the West Village. So good. You
Very
have to
good.
eat Prezzo's because it's small and it gets really crowded on the weekend. But
It's a scene.
they're known for their oysters. They had a really good Bloody Mary that I loved. And a Bloody Mary for brunch, I don't know about you guys.
Nothing
It's
better.
just killer. Nothing beats it. So they have a great Bloody Mary and great omelets.
What do you think this guy's having a mimosa? Fuck that. It's a Bloody Mary.
It's a Bloody Mary.
100%.
Anyway, I love it. I can go
All right.
there again and
My
again.
turn, which maybe Andrew can attest to, but my nosh of the day this week is Miami Slice. The pizza is
loving it.
absolutely amazing. You can find them downtown or their second location, which I can't believe I'm letting this out the gate, located on Key Biscayne at Flower and Weirdo. They're open at 5 o'clock or 5:30 to 9 p.m. on Wednesdays to Sundays. And La Salseria Slice is amazing. Vodka sauce, pesto, marinara, no mozzarella, just shaved parm. The undercarriage is crispy. There's no flop. Shout out Dave Portnoy, we see you. Okay, Mr. Lane, you're up.
It is tough to go out to dinner or anywhere with 5 kids. I gotta be honest. But we go to Maxwell's. I'll keep it on the pizza theme. It's a sister restaurant to Lincoln's Beard Brewery, so they brew their own beer. It's a good spot.
Another thing that we do is what's your bagel order? Let's hear it.
It's an everything bagel, non-toasted,
Okay.
cream
You're already
cheese and
here.
lox
Oh, Andrew, you're speaking my language. I love it.
with some capers on top, obviously.
Oh,
Sprinkle some capers.
all
You
right.
fancy, huh? You
I was gonna say,
fancy.
he's been in the accounting world for a while. I know who he's hanging with. Oh,
Our last segment is Mitzvah of the Day. Mitzvah of the Day is a moment where we take a break from the hustle and spotlight everyday acts of kindness. We think that today's mitzvah should be taking somebody to a sporting event, whether it's
Yes.
a soccer game, a baseball game, whether it's a major league baseball game or a Palmetto Quarry League game. Just taking someone and feeling
agree
the
with that.
camaraderie. I just think that would be such a nice thing to do.
I like it.
And all right, that's it for this episode with Mr. Andrew Lane. Thank you so much for joining us, Andrew. We really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time.
so
We know you did
good.
it. Everybody, please also subscribe to our channel. You can click the link, subscribe on our YouTube. Andrew, Liz, please read us out.
All right. The hustle is real.
And the schmear is extra.